and welcome. This is what, well, that's a bad introduction, so I say. Well, welcome to my other new project that I decided to actually pick was Assassin's Creed 3. You see it right there. Now, at my last project, I decided, I was deciding on doing either um, Sleeping Dogs or Assassin's Creed 3, and I decided Assassin's Creed 3 because this game is one of my personal favorites because one, it has to do something with history, and I'm a real history buff when it actually comes to games uh, games basing on history, of course, and this one is one of them. But not a lot of games actually do that. Not all the games are based on actual history. Besides Call of Duty, World at War, but that's all of it. So now we're gonna get in towards the single player now. Which of course, I got 100% on my personal file, so I'm gonna start a new game here. I don't want to get it confused with my personal file, so I'm just gonna do this. Let's spell this differently so I won't get confused with my personal file and delete it by mistake, because doing 100% in Assassin's Creed 3
talked about the end of the world,
takes forever.
Them up, or laughed them
I'll explain that after this cutscene.
Sometimes both, but we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be, when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Interesting. Now, he was just recapping the older games.
We're here. Let's go.
Pretty interesting to see where we are. We can't pull out any of the maps. We can't go anywhere. But this little area will be important for later. So we gotta head in towards this cave. The reason why I'm actually starting Assassin's Creed 3 and not Assassin's Creed 2 or the first Assassin's Creed is because I wasn't really a big fan of the two Assassin's Creeds, and besides the spin-off ones. But I pre-ordered a Assassin's Creed 3 just to see how it was, and I liked it. As we would get into further into the game.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
Stuck in here. So yeah, the reasons why I'm skipping to Assassin's Creed 3 and besides Assassin's Creed 2, the first one, yeah, the spin-offs, because I didn't really like them. I don't really like the first two ones and also the spin-offs because they're really tedious. But the second one actually, well, not the second one, the third one actually,
I think we're here.
got me into Assassin's Creed again. Pick up that flashlight. What's it called? The glow sticks. Oh, these symbols. What does it mean?
Key. You must find the key.
Son?
Sir. go again.
Desmond?
And he passed out.
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. I guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
Now, of course, this is a tutorial of what you're going to be coming up with. These damn tutorials. I already know how to play Assassin's Creed. But the beginning of the game.
Climbing on these objects.
The beginning of the game is very, very cutscene heavy, and it's very slow. So you have to bear with me for a little bit until we actually get into the action of the game. But that's not happening for a while. So just bear with me for just a few episodes as we get into Assassin's Creed. So now, like I said, we're just doing the tutorials in Assassin's Creed 3.
Run your way through this little obstacle course.
Of course, it's giving obstacle for free running. Yo, do some parkour.
That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. Alright, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars.
Okay, so what she said there is actually what you want to do if you actually want to get 100% in this game. During each missions throughout the Assassin's Creed franchise, you're gonna have optional missions. Like I said, if you actually want to get 100%, I'm gonna try my best to show them all or do them all. Yeah, so I'm gonna try my best, so you have to bear with me throughout the game.
All you have to do here is jump the gap.
You have to jump that gap with them. Make it? Okay, good. Do some parkour.
Synchronization levels are good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Synchronization complete. Now the optional missions here in Assassin's Creed 3 is a little bit difficult. So like I said, I'll try my best to actually do them all or show them all.
Yes, fine. I'm just.
So now we're actually getting into the game.
Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
A deadly persistent. I didn't see that.
Invitation, please.
Secrets 1. Theater
Shall I
World,
take your
Convent
coat, sir?
Garden, 1754.
Oh, I know. Beastly, isn't he?
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your
Look
seats.
at this fancy place. Fantasy. So now we're gonna enter the theater room.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
My apologies.
Come on, I'm trying to find a seat here.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Now trigger the eagle effect. Of course, the eagle effect is in every Assassin's Creed. When you activate the eagle effect, the eagle effect, you'll be able to see your objective.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The
I think it's
stairs
eagle
are
effect or
watched.
eagle vision.
We'll need
I
to
don't know why I
find
said
another
effect.
way up.
I think it's the eagle vision. I believe that's what it is. So when you activate your eagle vision, you'll be able to see your objectives. Find a sculpted area to climb.
1,000 pardons.
A secluded area to climb. Sorry. You're trying to say you're sorry, but then you're like, can we actually see the play besides trying to get somebody? Now this is what I actually find funny. Is how does nobody see this guy climbing? Not even the people on the balcony is not even seeing. Not even the people from below is not even seeing this guy and there's people making it out there. Yeah, not even seeing this guy climbing towards the edges of the balconies here. It's like Jesus.
Without dispute, she is a fine woman. It was to her I was obliged for my education. And to say a fool's word, she hath trained up more young fellows to business than the gaming tank.
Yeah, I'm still trying to. It amazes me, and if someone actually did that, someone will actually notice and will scream out Benghazi, and everyone will start looking. And now we get our first puzzle. You can say puzzle or mini game or something, which is lockpicking. Lockpicking here in this game, it's disgusting. I really hate it. I don't know why they actually put a pick lock in this game. It is the most frustrating thing to pick lock things here in this game, which I will get into a little bit more further. Like, watch out, hate them. You better get yourself noticed here. Animus update. The Beggar Opera. Watch out, hate them. One thing I did forgot to mention, the main character or the protagonist here in this game, as we're playing as Hatham Kenway. Hatham Kenway is one of the main characters here in this game, as we're playing him right now. Well, like I said, at the beginning of the game is a bit cutscene heavy and is a bit slow, so you kind of have to bear with me.
Hatham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
That little boy noticed. That kid is gonna be scarred for life. Exit the upper house. Give it a few seconds. There you go. I don't want to spoil it. Yeah, the two women figured out that one of the guys there is dead. They tackled the wrong guy, idiots. Yeah, you can hold A to walk a little bit more faster. Where am I even going? There's so many people, I can't even find out the exit. Thank you. And the upper has stopped.
Order! We must have order!
Oh, you can't actually see it.
Move! Move!
Hey!
And everybody's running. Because they're scared to death. There's a murder in the opera house. Yeah, idiot. You run, you immediately, catch yourself. You wrongly catch yourself as being a suspect or a murderer trying to run away from the opera house. And everyone's in panic now. Look at that.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Heh.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, we'll want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
Tickets 1, a daily performance. Mission complete. One of the most easiest. Of course, in every beginning of the game, missions are pretty easy until they actually get a little bit more complicated and difficult to actually complete. The Atlantic Ocean, Day 2.
Fresh air might do me good.
Go to the upper deck. Well, I'm gonna stop it here for now because I've been going almost a half an hour. Jesus. So next time on Assassin's Creed 3, we're gonna be exploring the area of the ship. Until next time.